Hello students, welcome back to my channel. This is the first video of the series ISC Language Paper Discussion. So today we are going to talk about the first topic in your question paper, that is essays. And if you look at your question paper, you will see that the first essay is always descriptive essay. Now what is this descriptive essay? We will discuss that today in this video. So let's get started. Now, if you look at the question paper and if you see the pattern of it, you realize that for any kind of examination, you need to have a proper strategy. So now, what is this strategy? As Steve Jobs rightly points out, that strategy is to know what not to do. So taking cue from his wisdom, we start this video and let us see what are the things that we should not do in the exam paper. Okay, so now our descriptive essay, how can we define it? Now generally in a generalized manner in your grammar book, you will find that a descriptive essay is something that describes an event or an incident or your emotions. But if we look at the question paper, we will see that in your ISC question paper, there is something more that it looks for. Now what is that? Generally, the question is given in such a manner that it forces you to employ all your 5 senses in order to write the essay. So, if we take example from 2023 specimen paper that is uploaded on the website, then we will be able to understand it better. So, let me read it out for you all. The topic that was given for in the specimen paper was, last year you visited your grandparents. There you participated in a local festival. So a background has been given in first 2 lines. Describe the way people were dressed, the different cultural events and the food sold in the stalls. What were your feelings as you returned from the festivities? Now, when you are approaching this kind of an essay, this descriptive essay, the first thing that you need to do is read the question carefully. Yes, it is as simple as that, because certain clues are already given in the question itself. You need to identify those clues, and that is how you will be able to score a very good marks in essay. Now, what are these clues? Now, you need to identify in descriptive essay 4 aspects. The question is divided into 4 aspects, and if you are able to identify it, then you are answering the question effectively. Now in this particular question, what are the 4 aspects? I'll find it out for you, and this way you can take this as an example and you can start practicing essays perhaps in this manner. Because in ISC examination, in the descriptive topic, you are not asked to write about a generalized festival. There are certain specific aspects that the question describes, the question specifies, and you need to identify those aspects first. So let us look at those aspects. First aspect is describe the way people were dressed. That is the first part of the question. Second is the different cultural events that you had witnessed when you went to your grandparents, house. Third, the food sold in the stalls. So it appeals to your visual abilities, how people were dressed. It also asks you to employ your ability to hear different kinds of sounds, different cultural events, how those events were executed. Third, it comes to the food sold in the stall. So it is also asking you to describe and employ your sense of taste. And the fourth aspect is your feelings as you returned from the festivities. So it is talking about the feelings. You need to talk about the feelings in the essay. So the question is very specific. I repeat it again that it is not a generalized description about a local festival. If you are unable to identify the four aspects, then you are not answering the question properly, and as a result you are not scoring a very good marks. So first you need to identify these aspects. Now you are already aware that in your question paper the essay part is of uh, 20 marks, and the word limit is 400 words. So what happens, for each of these aspects you need to write 100 words, and that way you are being able to write 400 words, and the essay will no longer be a short script if you can describe these four aspects. And you also have a lot to write about these things, but please make sure that you remain within the word limit. You do not exceed the word limit a lot, because the word limit is 400 to 450. So try and remain within the word limit. And there is also another trick to score a very good marks in your essay, is if you know the marks division. It carries 20 marks, but it is divided into 12 plus 8. 12 is your content, that is the aspects that you have identified, and what points and novel ideas and the descriptions that you give of those aspects. Each of the aspects carries 3 marks. So if you are being able to identify all the aspects, and if you are writing about it and describing about it, so that is your 12 marks, and you can score a very good marks. And 8 marks is for expressions, for the grammatical errors that you might make in the essay. So if you remember these marks division, then it will be easier for you to plan your essay, and if you can identify the aspects, you will never run out of ideas or words or descriptions that you need to add in your essay. So please follow this strategy in order to write your essays. If you're preparing for your exams, then you must follow this particular pattern, so that you score more and more marks in your essays. If you like my video, if you like this strategy, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and also drop in your comments to let me know whether this was helpful. Thank you so much. See you all in the next video.